Dear students, today I shall going to discuss regarding this flexible manufacturing system part 2. We will discuss first this FMS layout. There are 5 type of layouts. These are inline layout, loop layout, ladder layout, open field layout and robot centered layout. Now I am going to discuss regarding this inline layout. This inline layout is a layout which are also used for secondary part handling system. In inline layout, it is most appropriate system used in various FMS system where the workflow in unidirectional way, like this figure which I have shown you clearly, and there is a block diagram. Here you just see there is a starting point. The starting material will be loaded here by the loadman and it will unloading at the extreme right portion. So starting in the left portion and the at extreme right portion there will be unloading after the different operation in different machines I have shown here, M1, M2, M3, M4. These are all CNC machines group, and it is a conveyor system, or we can say it is a transfer line. So the work is flowing in unidirectional. That means from left to right. This workflow in say one direction. This arrow is showing here this workflow. Here the material handling system may be done in the conveyor systems or rail guided vehicles. But depending on the flexibility and the requirement of the machining for different parts according to the shape and size, we can modify this inline system from this workflow in one direction to workflow in both direction. But the basic pattern is same. Here also this starting material, this loading man, that is unloading man. The material is coming here after completion, and after completion, after quality control checking, it is going to assembly. There are different machines, but here the component may backflow according to the requirement of the operation. That means the component may go from M1 to M3 or M1 to M2, and also this material, if need, then it can go from M3 to M1 or M2 to M1 or M4 to M1. That is the difference between this and this. So it is more advantageous than the previous system. Now I am coming to this loop layout. Loop layout means this usually a flow in one direction around the loop. Loop means the starting from one portion, and after completing this work, the conveyor system is rotating in a same manner, and the system I am just showing you in this figure. This is a block diagram which is clearly shown. There is a loading place and there is unloading place like the previous one, but here it is, instead of this transfer line, it is a looping. There is a forward loop here and it is a return loop here. There are different machines also shown here. The starting material is starting from here. After loading, this operation will be done here, and after completion of this component, it is going to this unloading position, and after unloading, it is going to this assembly shop after quality control checking. So it is more flexible than the previous system. Now I am coming to this ladder configuration. This ladder configuration is just like showing you this block diagram, like a ladder, and there are different rungs are fitted here in front of this every machine's group, and here the loading and unloading are in same place, and it is such system where the reduce the average travel distance. So the transfer lines time between this workstation will be minimized here, and here the typical material handling system in case of this system may be automated guided vehicle, AGV, or rail guided vehicles we can use here. So it is more advantageous than the previous system. Now I am coming to the fourth system, that is called open field layout. It is the adaptation of these loop configurations, ladder configuration and sliding configurations, which I have discussed before. and it is mainly used for the large family parts. Large family parts means where the different components are required for manufacturing with different operations, and also there are complex operations. So these are called the large family parts, and these large family parts, example, the manufacturing of these automobile parts in automobile industry. So in open field layout is more sophisticated and more flexible than the previous inline ladder system or this loop system. Okay. Now I am coming to the last system. This is called a robot centered layout. This robot centered layout is the new concept which you can we can understood from these robot centered layouts. This robot here, and this robot is nothing but the automatically controlled reprogrammable multipurpose manipulator, and this program may be done in 3 or more axes. So here with this conveyor system, the additional equipments are the robots which are used here, and the robots has mainly the 3 qualities: there are efficiency, quality and flexibility. So it is the major component of this system instead of AGV or RGV. Okay. Now next I am coming to the selection of FMS. It is a very important thing how we will select the FMS, or on which consideration we will select the FMS. It is a very important thing. So there is the 8 points. Number 1 is the volume of work to be produced. It is very important how much volume we have to produce. Next is the variation of the process, routes, how much the variation are there. What are the physical characteristics of the work? If it is a very complex, then we will prefer this FMS. Then 4th number is the appropriate production volume range. It is also very important. And the machine, how much are there in this actually manufacturing industry. If it is more than 4 CNC machine, then we will think about this selecting of FMS. And where the manpower are very less, lack of manpower, then we will think about this selection of FMS. And it is a very important thing, this 7 number point, the minimum tolerance should be 0.002 millimeter. That means it is a very close tolerance. So for this close tolerance limit, we will select the FMS. And last point is this 8 part families defined according to product commonality. If the product commonality is very much, then we will select this FMS. Now I am coming to the advantages and disadvantages of this FMS, flexible manufacturing system. It is very important. The number 1 is the higher machine utilization. That means in case of this FMS, it is utilizing the 80%, and in case of conventional, it is utilizing 50%. Less waste. Less waste means it will give the more efficiency. Fewer workstations. This inventory cost will be minimum. Inventory cost, if inventory cost is minimum, then the total cost will be minimized, or the total cost will be decreased. Lower manufacturing lead times, that means the time from the starting to end of this component manufacturing. Greater flexibility, it is a very important thing. A quicker change of tools, dies and machineries, it is also very important things. We can easily change the tools, dies. Reduce labor, it is very important because the labor cost will be minimum here. So the productivity will be enhanced here. Better control over quality, it is a very important point. And number 10 is the increased capacity. Number 11 is the more efficient use of machinery. These are the very important points for this advantage. But there are disadvantages. These disadvantages are the expensive. It is very much expensive system, and sophisticated also, because there are different computers, there are different robots, there are different transfer line. These are the things which will enhance the cost of this technology. So this is also sophisticated, and technological problem of exact component positioning and precise time necessary is very important. And last point is the limited ability to adapt the change in product or product mix substantial pre-planning activity. So these are the disadvantage of the FMS. Now I am coming to the last portion. This is a figure of sample FMS layout, which I have clearly shown you a sample FMS layout. Here you are observing a total FMS layout. This FMS layout, in starting there are stacker or crane storage machinery. Here the material is coming from store. In this arrow direction I have showing you there are different robots. There are loading unloading robots. This is the machines area where are the different machining center, turning center, machine spindle center. There are boring machines. So there are different machines. This is assembly shop. That is a quality control shop, and that is a central cooling plant, and it is a computer control room, and it is a tool and fixture room. So the material is coming from here, from store. In this arrow the material is coming through this robot in this loading section and in different machine according to the part families. These are being operated in different machine. After completion of this component, it is going to work cleaning area, and after work cleaning area it is going to this quality control department. After checking, this component is going to assembly, and after assembly through this robot it is going to this delivery area, and it is delivery through this shop delivery area to outside. So there is a computer control room. This control room is mainly controlling all the activities like this storage area, this storage conveyor systems, the tool fixtures which are requiring here. These are the place from where the tool and fixtures going here, from here to these machines, different machines area. So this control room, computer control room, is controlling by the system manager. They are controlling everything. Here the robot they are controlling, these machines are controlling, this assembly controlling, and they are also controlling this coordinate measuring machine, quality control department, and there's work cleaning area they are also controlling. And there is a central cooling plant. This plant is cooling every places of this FMS area. So it is a total layout of this FMS, which I have explained here neatly, and there are different advanced FMS which are in the different books of FMS. You can go through this FMS through these different books. Now before completing this FMS part 2, actually I have completed part 1 initially, and I have just completing this part 2. If you have any questions, you can ask me regarding these topics FMS. It is very important, and it is very much require you in the advanced technology process. You can ask me any question after this session. Okay, thank you to everybody.